Tasha Danielle, and welcome to my channel where I share my experiences traveling the world solo since quitting my job in June 2022. This video is all about my wonderful time in Lisbon, Portugal, where I spent 2 weeks meeting so many like-minded, enthusiastic people. Let me share with you all what I did and what you should consider doing when you visit Lisbon, Portugal. You should definitely consider using mass transportation when you are in Lisbon. The metro system, as I said before, is very easy to use. You will need to have the Google Maps app or Move It app downloaded to your phone. These apps will tell you how often a rail car, a metro, or bus is coming near you. It will tell you the exact station you need to go on and which direction you need to get on, either transportation option you choose. So if you are taking the green line for metro, it will tell you which direction you will need to take to get to your destination. And if you use Google Maps, you can do live view. And I'm showing you an example of me using it in Porto. It'll show you literally which way to turn and where to walk on from looking from a street perspective. If you are just directionally challenged and you're like, I don't know which way to go, Google Live View will be your best friend. And also Move It tells you, it's another way to see how far away a mass transit option is away from you and how often the bus or tram metro is coming. Commerce Square, or the Bachi area, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, is a common place where people go to meet up in Lisbon. If you're doing a walking tour, if you're doing a Sintra day tour, for example, a lot of people will tell you to meet in these general areas. And the metro is such a convenient way to go and meet your tour guide or host that you're meeting up with for the day. So I suggest that you keep this as an option because not only does it save money, it is a quicker way to get around, because UBERS can be a little tricky in Lisbon from the perspective of they tend to cancel on you, and they don't cancel right away. They want you to cancel. I've experienced this throughout Europe. I've only used Uber a couple of times in Lisbon when leaving a bar at night by myself and I didn't want to walk to a metro station. But just in general, there are other apps that, like Free Now, for example, an Uber driver will use, and they may choose to take that ride on Free Now versus Uber, and they will not cancel your ride. They will wait for you to cancel this. I was taking an Uber to the train station to go to Porto, and I experienced this, and it was just so annoying. I kept getting Uber drivers canceling on me, and at that time I was just really fatigued and I didn't feel like dealing with the metro system. And I had to get on the metro anyway because I had 3 Ubers just play me and not show up, and they kept canceling or waiting for me to cancel. So this does happen pretty often. I don't experience this happening to me in the States. And just so you know, I do have a 5-star rating on Uber, so it's not because I have a low rating. That's just something to keep in mind. Get familiar with the mass transit system, because even though you may be an Uber lover, or you may try to use Free Now, you may have to get on mass transit anyway. I personally am a mass transportation fan. Like, I prefer to hop on the metro whenever it is available. And Lisbon has a pretty good metro system. I took the metro from the airport to my hotel. I took the metro pretty much my entire time throughout Lisbon. I only took an Uber when I went out to a bar and I didn't want to walk to the metro station at night by myself. But other than that, I took the metro everywhere I needed to go, and the rail cars where metros were not, it would have been a walk for me. So my rail car experience was really fun. There's no AC on the rail car, and I was in Lisbon during record-breaking heat. So that kind of sucked when the rail car stopped. But rail cars are very convenient in Lisbon. The metros, you get to where you need to be, and they run on time. I took the bus once maybe twice in Lisbon. I'm not a fan of the bus system because I've had hiccups where a bus just took off on me. I don't know why. It just didn't open its doors. And that happened to me not a couple times. It happened to me only once in Lisbon. And also on a rail car. Like, it was a group of us that were waiting for the rail car, and it just like let people off and then let people on, and there was room. So I'm not sure what that is about. But I am pro Metro. Now, the Metro tickets, you can get a 24-hour pass, or you can just pay and add 10 euros, 15 euros to your Metro card, whatever you think is best. I personally would just add 15 euros to my Metro card, and I think I spent 30 euros total while I was there to use both the tram and the Metro system. So people I met, they got 24-hour passes. It's up to you, depending on how often you're going to use the Metro. I was going to be using it for 2 weeks. So it's $1.50 each use. And I can't remember off the top of my head how much the rail cards are, but public trans is the way to go in Portugal. It's specifically Lisbon, in my opinion. Now, I do remember when I was meeting some people, they were like, oh, the Ubers were so much cheaper than the US, because from where they were located, from their Airbnb to the restaurant we would meet up at, it was like 4 euros one way, so 8 euros total. But they're spending 8 euros round trip, and I'm spending 3 euros round trip. And so when you're taking multiple trips a day, that tends to add up. So again, I am watching my money as I'm traveling, and so that is why I prefer to use mass transit when available. If you're going to Lisbon soon, let me share with you the Metro map and the areas of Lisbon so you can get an idea of how convenient it is to use. Majority of my time here in Lisbon, I have been taking the subway, and I've been on the green line. So I've been in this area, taking the green line back and forth, and I've explored other areas, but for the most part, I've been on the green line. Taking the green line and the blue line down to where it ends, where you see where the water spot is on the map, that is the main areas where people meet up at Lisbon. The metros are connected, so you can see that you can take the red line and connect to the green line to get to the main area, and vice versa. Thank you so much for tuning in to hear about my experience in Lisbon, Portugal. I hope that you take the time to leave me a comment or question in the comment section below. And please like and share this video if you care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.